Key, you've got a really juicy headline this morning as we get ready for two teams in the AFC West. You want to lock in on the AFC North, despite the fact that the Steelers are 11-2 and the Browns are 9-4. You really do believe that even though we're entering Week 15, that Cleveland can catch Pittsburgh down the stretch, stun them, and win the division.
Absolutely. And it's not a headline, it's a fact. I mean, when you look at it, Zubin and Jay, look at the schedule. Look at what's coming up. You talk about the Giants and the Jets and then Pittsburgh. I mean, that's, and when you think about Pittsburgh, you're talking about they got the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns on the back end. Those two right there. They can drop those two. And if they drop them, if Cleveland runs the table, Week 17 in Cleveland for the division. Wouldn't that be amazing?
I was going to say this, Key. If you look at the Steelers, 11-2 right now, and the Browns 9-4, I think that both teams are good teams. I think the Browns are a better team than the Steelers. I've been on the Browns train for a while, even though they lost to the Ravens with the way they lost to the Ravens. But I don't see the Steelers losing 3 games in a row in order for the Browns to win it, right? I think they're going to go 1-2 in their next 3 games. I don't see them losing to the Bengals. So say if the Browns do win out and then the Steelers do go 1-2, their records will be the same. But then it comes to wins in the division. And right now, the Steelers, if they get the win against the Bengals, they'll be 5-0 in the division. Whereas Cleveland, even if they get the win against the Steelers, they'll be 3-3 in the division. So it still means that the Steelers will ultimately win the division and that the Browns don't have a chance. So I don't see the Steelers losing to the Bengals at all. I just don't see them losing to a team that's 2-10. I don't see it.
They may not lose to the Bengals, but I can tell you one thing. There's certainly some cause for concern coming out of Pittsburgh when Ben Roethlisberger is addressing the media about telling people just chill. We still got a lot of football left, and if the season was to end today, we would be panicked and we would be worried and all those sort of things. That's because it's on their mind. They see him in the rearview mirror. It's on their mind. I've seen these things too many times take place when everybody all of a sudden believes or feels that, a team is so far out in front or so much more superior than the other people. It's just for the Cleveland folks, they should be smiling, extremely happy about Cleveland Brown football right now. They have an opportunity and a chance.
It wouldn't surprise me if they have an early exit out of the playoffs. Look, I love Big Ben. I love the way this team is built. I love Mike Tomlin. I like the pieces that they have with Juju Smith. But their defense isn't as formidable as it used to be. They have a lot of injuries. Big Ben can barely move in the pocket. It feels like I'm watching Phillip Rivers at times, like 2 statues. And I understand that they win games ugly, but eventually it's caught up to them. I really do feel like they're going to go 1-2 in their last 3 games. I really do feel that way. And I couldn't have said that 3 weeks ago.
Well, that's probably true. Zubin?
And last thing I'll say is that 5 teams can clinch a playoff spot this weekend. Bills, Titans, Rams, Seahawks, and Bucks. Notice who's not on that list. The Browns. Think about that. The Browns can win their 10th game of the season. We're expanding the playoffs. There's now a 7th team. And if I'm telling you in Week 15, a team has 10 wins and still would not be able to officially clinch a playoff spot, that says something. So just keep on winning, whether it's the division or not.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.